Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, it's Tuesday. Tuesday is request day, and this one is the longest waiting requested map on the list, so I thought I'd get rid of it. Hey, why not? Okay, now this is a map in a game, well, you know that much, that's based on a map from another game that's based on a map in real life. Now I feel partly qualified to look at this map because although I haven't actually played the particular game that this map is taken from, I've played like prequels to that game or sequels to that game. We'll get there. Anyway, yes, Bethesda games I have played, so I've got a rough idea of the quality of their original maps. Right, we have done this creator a couple times in the past as well. I'll talk more about that in a moment, but first of all, we need to do that daily reminder thing. Can you get your finger out, wiggle it around and slap it right down on that keyboard now? And once you've slapped the keyboard, can you hit the mouse button? Somewhere around the like button would be a double bonus. Thank you very much for all the support you give to this channel. Okay, today's map is A Country Roads by Grayson Thrush 2003. This is a map taken from Fallout 76. I've played a couple of the previous Fallout games, including Fallout 4, so I know roughly what Bethesda's maps are like. There's your start square, all good. And let's have a look at the resources. Lots of trees, believe me, lots of trees. Some fertile land alongside the river, that's good, and a little bit of ore as well. You need network extensions too. You really do need the unlimited tree mod because there's about 1 million trees here. A regular temperate is the theme, and we'll be using the realistic 1.2 LUTs because there is no LUT suggested. This is also the updated and fixed map, so hopefully there'll be no problems with this map at all. Now, we have done Grayson Thrush twice in the past, as I've said, back in What's Map 301 and What Map 393, and on each occasion they got 7 stars. Now, I'd like you to be nice in the comments. I get the suspicion, I don't think Grayson Thrush is like 2 years old, but I think the 2003 may be the year of birth, so I would suggest that they're in their teens. They're probably at school and are doing this just for a bit of fun, so let's not be too mean. And this looks really good so far, yeah? This is way better than the 7-star map in total. Gotta be, yeah? Okay, let's see how it goes, shall we? Let's see how it goes. We follow this over, we reach our I'm going to call it the start square intersection. This is the start square. This is not looking too bad. The traffic having to travel across and double back on itself is a little bit awkward, but once again, I've not seen the actual map, so it might actually be exactly like this. This is a very nice bridge and a very nice flyover, very nice ramps. Everything's really quite nice about it. Gotta say, there's a little bit of a wibble at the start of the bridge though. A little bit of a wiggle, but the rest of the bridge is pretty damned fine. It seems a fairly good height as well, so if that happens to be shipping, possibly going to get the cruiser under there. We'll definitely get the freighter under there. Now things are going to go downhill a little bit, or technically uphill a little bit. See how this S-bends to get up the hill? Well, I understand why an S-bend would be used to get up there, but this is still very steep indeed. Let's turn on the terrain line, shall we? Now, I've counted up the actual meters of climb and worked out the distance as well. And this is between a 1 in 3 and a 1 in 4 climb. And considering we are S-ing around to sort of like cut down on the sharpness of the climb, it seems a bit weird. Let me turn it back on, actually. I'm going to be turning it on and off throughout today's show. So we get here, and then we're going back downhill again to get up a bit of speed to be able to climb back up again, quite steep, to a peak before going back downhill, start the traffic, climbing up the steepness again, and it's just very all up and down. Now these S-bends that we use to sort of like, it kind of negates the steepness of the climb, and usually it follows the terrain a little bit. That really didn't work. This also is very strange to me. This traffic's going to be going through those rocks, probably just so we can go through the rocks. Why couldn't we just cut across with a little bit of a cutting through here? That would make a lot more sense. Once again, if it's based on the actual real life map or on the map of the game, then possibly, oh by the way, we've got a little bit of a burnt out, fallout style buildings all the way around. That kind of makes a bit of sense as well. So I can't mark it down specifically based on this, but then I have to look at it and say, is it a good map for Cities Skylines? And at that point, I have to say that some of these S-bends to try and negate the hill climbs are really not, I'm sure there's probably a technical word, I'm going to stick with S-bends though, are kind of pointless. Here as well, look, where's this road going? Well, it's looping around and looping back. All very nice, okay. Is it climbing the hill? Yes, but could we have terrain lines? Could we have followed the terrain? Let's have a look along this way, and it meets up. Yeah, we could have followed that. It's not like that would make an awful lot of bad sense. We could just follow the line around here and meet up over here. Why is the traffic going all the way over there? Weird. Doesn't make any sense, and that is not the worst culprit on this map. You're going to see a couple later on that'll just leave you scratching your head and probably questioning whether Grayson Thrush understands why these S-bends are. And this is what, like I say, I suspect they're probably a younger creator. So please, 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 and you should always be nice in the comments. Anyway, hopefully they're going to learn a little bit from today's show as to how these things work. Okay, of course, it might actually be like this within, I doubt it though. Hang on, let's have a quick, that little turn off there goes off to a quarry. We're not going to look at that quarry because we're going to have a look at a few other quarries in a minute. Don't worry, there are plenty of quarries to go around in this map. But yes, here again, like, why are we going up and around here? Why? Oh look, those trucks are a good reason to view the trucks that are broken down. But no, we can cut across here. It makes a lot more sense again. But like I say, I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure. I know Bethesda, and they're pretty good at map design. They really are. Okay, now this first of all is a bit of a sharp ramp to get up onto this aqueduct, or what is it? I'm going to call it aqueduct. This bridge across here, I like it. I like the bridge. Credit where it's due. I like that bridge, and that will show in the ratings at the end of today's show, because it's not all bad, but there are plenty of problems. A little village down here, a few more burnt out buildings is what I meant to say. And we're just going to skip across the land a little bit, and then here we go, right again, S-bending all the way down. Great if it follows a sensible course, but look at it, it goes up, 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 and then reaches a peak and then comes back down, and it's just not following the terrain very well at all, unfortunately. Then we've got this bridge. Now the bridge is okay, but the actual intersection on the other side really does look like it was put together in about 2 minutes. Sadly, it really does look that way. Would have been better off plopping one down from the workshop, I think. If we head down here, a little bit further down here, this is also a little bit odd. Okay, we've got these boulders here, and we've got the highway splitting. One deliberately going around the boulder there, and there's plenty of room for a more direct route. I think that probably made a lot more sense. Now here, this is not the worst again. This is still bad though. This is still, sorry, bad is a strong word. Comical. This is still comical though. The way we're going up and then back down and back up again. There is worse to come. I'm promising you. Here again, why are we going all the way up there when we could take a dive? You can see the terrain lines just literally draw a straight line across there and a straight line across here. Oh dear, and down here as well. Why not just cut the corner across there? There's so many opportunities. And again, why are you going up there? What? Why not just cut across here, guys? I'm going cross country. I've got a 4x4. Or a helicopter. Technically, I've got a helicopter, really, haven't I? Now, down here, we're going to go straight on because I want to show you this. This is what I'm talking about. Terrain lines there. What is going on here? Grayson Thrush, 2003. Have you done this to make me laugh? Because if you have, it's worked. Okay? It's kind of like a heartbeat, isn't it? It's like it's the lifeblood of your map. See, this kind of makes a bit more sense. You can see it almost follows the train lines there, but then when it comes down the other side, it goes against them again. And then down here we've got another one again, which is once again up and down the hill for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Oh, Grayson, you're a lovely, lovely, lovely creator, and you do try and do something a little bit different. I've got to be honest. Your map back in episode 301 was something we have not seen before or since. Was that Nunavut? I think it was, wasn't it? The Greenland map. I mean, and the previous one was the Missouri River, but you are trying to do something different, and I respect you for it. Unfortunately, some of the detailing standards are a little bit itchy, to say the least. Once again, these quarries and whatever, they don't seem to make an awful lot of sense with the roads, the way they're running around them. But bless you very much for trying. Bless me very much for losing my ability to speak yet again. I have to go on a course. Speaking here again, Essing all the way up where it doesn't make any sense. Do you know what? Let's have a look at the rail. Now the good news is the rest of the show is better. It's much better. The rail's pretty good. The rail is pretty good. It's not totally perfect. I mean, it's pretty flat. It follows the length of the river, and that's basically all there is to say about it. There are some areas where you go, oh, it might have been a bit straighter, but it's pretty flat, apart from one little spot, and one little encroaching tree problem, like down here. Here's your encroaching tree. And we come around the other side, pop ourselves down on the rail line if we can. There we go. So that's a bit naughty, that tree, isn't it? But yes, that's not too bad, and the rail is like pretty flat, apart from at the next bridge where we'll see a little bit of a drop just to get under there. But other than that, it's all very nice. Oh, these sidings, it'd be nice if you could connect up from this direction as well. Not essential. Nice little thing to see though. All good. Right, okay, I'm going to say now that we've got a very nice asset in today's asset review. Here's that little drop down I was going to tell you about. There we are. We've got a very nice asset in today's asset review. Glad you hung around this long. There's not much to see after the asset and theme. We'll crack on very quickly with the rest of the map. More encroaching trees there with the rest of the map, and we'll get to the ratings pretty damn fast. Anyway, all aboard the train to Assetville. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Okay, what have we got today? And the answer is Romanian Anthenium, Bucharest, Romania by Raccoon. Athenium? I'm going with that. I'm going with that. But it's a good building. And first time I've seen anything from Raccoon, which is really nice to see a different creator. Unfortunately, my cinematics are a bit poor there, and we got a little bit too close to the building, so we don't really get to see the back of the building. But you can make out from the front, the sides, and the top. It's actually not half bad. It's going to look really nice in Asset World when we plop it down this coming weekend. I'm thinking quite close to the old part of town, near the cathedral, that kind of area. It'll look pretty damn fine. So, Romanian Anthenium, Bucharest, Romania by Raccoon is today's asset of the day. And off to Themington Island for a little bit of Winucciu Basin theme by It's Okay with his very own Winucciu Basin colour correction. LUT. Right, okay, factoids, because factoids. And today we'll start with Russia. Russia has the largest number of public libraries and books in the world. That's, I wouldn't say surprising. It's a big country, a very, very big country. So quite, yeah, it's believable, I would say. The speedometer was invented in China in AD 1027. The Chinese were also using cable suspension bridges in 100 BC. I think they probably teach a few Cities Skylines a thing or two on how to actually make a convincing suspension bridge. And as for the speedometers, well, yes. Traffic AI. Anyway, that's it from Themington Island. A bit more from Winnichiu Basin theme tomorrow. Right, we have shipping routes in Country Roads by Grace and Thrush. We do. We have this one. And it runs the entire length of the river. We come along here, goes under the bridge. Now, might just clip that post there. And also, I'm pretty sure that bridge is not high enough there for a cruiser to get underneath. We come along to the next bridge, or gets a bit close to the riverbank there. Might be a problem, possibly. I think it's okay. Can't say without testing it. And here, yeah, probably more centered on that pillar would be better, or better still, right through the middle would be better. Is the bridge high enough? Can't say for sure. And get right to the end, it doesn't quite go off the edge of the map. Now, any reason? Well, there is a reason. They do say in the description, don't switch off the fog, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not sure why we have dammed off the end of this river. There's no real reason for it, as best I can tell, apart from to make sure that the water doesn't sort of like run to a halt in the middle, with water going off at both ends. But we've got a lot of water pouring off the end of the river there, because we've got a water source there which is pushing all the water this way, but it's got nowhere else to escape, so it's pouring off the source anyway. There's your start square, plenty of water flowing through the start square. Going up towards the dead end though, so maybe there'll be a load of pollution up this end? Maybe. I don't think so, but it makes kind of sense to believe that, doesn't it? Now the map as a whole, lots and lots and lots of trees. Supposedly, oh well, just under 1 million trees. And I can believe it. I can believe it. And I believe most of these are the tree clusters as well, so strictly speaking, about 3 million trees, but only just under 1 million. Now, I do like this though. Credit again where it's due. I quite like this as a rock formation. It kind of, yeah, it's a high point of the map. Okay, I like it. I'm just saying that, right? I like it. Don't nag me. I don't like these quarries much. They don't seem to do anything for me. We come down, if we land here, it just feels like a little bit like an alien environment. It doesn't feel like a quarry at all. This is more like yeah, a salt lake possibly. This one down here again, I don't know. Theme doesn't do much for me with these quarries, and these roads don't really make any sense at all with the quarries. So hey ho, hey ho. A few of the buildings just plop down and affecting the terrain around them as well, but never mind. Okay, your chance to vote. Do you like this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your votes really do count, because they'll go towards next month's Viewers' Choice Award show. There's plenty to like about the map with the terrain, I'd say. Yeah, let's land it down here. As I call it the high point, we might as well make it a thumbnail. There we are. So anyway, aesthetically, I think it's middly. I think it's very middly. Overall, yeah, I can give it a 3rd star, just about. Make it 3 stars. It's just a 3 stars though. Detailing, yeah, lots of problems. Lots and lots and lots of problems. Always have lots and lots and lots of problems, I'm afraid, with Grace and Thrush's maps with the detailing. And I can't go over 2. I can give a 2nd star because there are some areas that are quite nice indeed. But overall, it's just not quite up to standard, I'm afraid. Gameplay potential. You could play on this map if you really wanted to. I would suggest you'd have to delete all the roads first, which basically drags away from the gameplay a lot. But beyond that, I do like it. I can give it 2 stars for gameplay. there is playability in here. So, Country Roads by Grayson Thrush 2003, and I did avoid singing. How proud of you, how proud are you of me for avoiding singing? Oh, the temptation was there every time I said Country Roads. Still, it's going to take more than that to take me home to the place that I belong. Anyway, there's a map on screen now you can have a little vote on if you like. It might be better than today's map. It's worth checking out though. And of course, if you want to join me over on Patreon, I'd love to see you there. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more What Map, and tonight for something, well, something.